Hi, my name's Khan. I'm a chef. I've got a restaurant called The George and Collins, and I'm also the author of A Gay Guy's Guide to Life, Love, Food.
And I'm Roseanne. I'm one of the home buyers, and we are so excited to have you here with us today to join our Kmart cooking class. Khan, we know you've got an amazing menu ready for us today.
Yep.
So please tell me, what are we doing in your kitchen today?
Okay, so I'm really excited about the sausage roll maker, mostly because it looks like I can make apple pies in them. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making apple pie today.
Amazing. We are super excited because we've had amazing love with our air fryer and our pie maker. And this is the new family member.
What I'm going to do is just grab some apples. We've got 3 here. I'm going to give this guy a quick peel. I'm using a Granny Smith apple. So the skin is quite tart. If you like that kind of texture, feel free. Today's the spice one, so we're going to be adding some cloves to it, some cinnamon, and also some ginger. Kevin. So I've just cut my apple into 8s, and then I'm going to halve them again. Once this is done, all I'm going to do is chuck some butter and some cloves into a pan. So this guy, I'm just going to chuck some butter into him, straight in. And then if you can grab me 2 cloves, maybe 3, 2 or 3. I'm chucking this on a medium heat. All right, so we just want the butter to kind of be bubbly. Once that happened, in goes the apples until it softens a tiny bit. In goes the sugar, some spices, and some brandy. All right, so that's bubbling away. Time to chuck the apples in. I'm just going to put that straight in. We're going to stew that. We want to cook them for about 2 minutes or so, just until they're a tiny bit softened before the sugar goes in.
This smells so good already. I can smell the cloves coming through. It's amazing so far. We're only at the start.
Have a look. The apple's a little bit softened, so you can see it's no longer as hard. It's not as green. It's coloured a bit from the butter. That's exactly the point that you want to put the sugar in. So if you can have a look in here, the sugar is really incorporating with the apple. It's starting to change colour as well. It's getting darker. As soon as it gets a tiny bit more amber in colour, I'm going to add some alcohol in, being the brandy. Now, leave it out if you don't want the alcohol in there.
Yeah, I think with kids at home, that one might be a little bit outside of my little one's mandate.
Now, you've got to be careful when you're doing that though. There will be a really, really big flame. I've lost my lashes before. I think that's a normal thing for every cook to go through. Place this back onto the heat. Usually when you add the brandy in, it won't catch straight away. It won't until it hits a certain temperature. So there it goes.
Oh, wow.
And that will just cook off, so that all the alcohol will cook off, but you'll still get that really beautiful smell and flavour come through the apples. These spices, you don't want them to burn, and that's why I'm adding them in at this point, because I knew that the alcohol was going to cook off. Some ginger powder, a little bit of cinnamon, because apple pie.
What's next, Khan?
The sausage roll maker. I'm really excited about that.
Oh, it looks so good and it smells amazing.
All right, I'm going to leave that to do its thing. So you can add a little bit of miso into there as well. It adds like an umami and then a saltiness to the pie, or a pinch of salt really helps as well. Vanilla, anything you want really, just to kind of give it a little bit of a kick. Chili. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. We're gonna crack an egg into here and get that ready to go for the actual pie itself. All right, so if you're looking at this, look how sexy that is.
Oh, so good.
This makes me so happy. Now, there are little pieces of cloves in there. So what I would do at this stage is just pull them out.
Okay.
All right, puff pastry. So I've discovered something that I'm very, very excited by.
I think you may have found one of our little hacks.
Did you know that the store-bought puff pastry fits perfectly in the sausage roll maker?
We are here to make everyone's lives easier.
But how good is that? No slicing or anything. I just grab the sheet of puff pastry, lay it straight into the sausage roll maker. The apple pie goes straight in. Oh my God.
Oh, this is so good.
Yum. Fold it over, but we're not done. Little brushy brush of the top with my egg wash.
And what does that do?
So what happens here is it just makes it nice and golden. This machine is going to change my life. All right, I'm just going to close that. This will take about 16 to 18 minutes. A little bit of a food tip for you guys, the pie maker and the sausage roll maker that you can get from Kmart, fill it with whatever you want. I'm talking mac and cheese, I'm talking baked beans, I'm talking with the sausage roll. If you want to put a curry paste in it, whatever you want, it's gonna work. I think this is almost done. Shall we check on it?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
So I'm just gonna leave this to cool for a second. But while we do that, let's get onto the whipped cream. All right, so what we're doing is making a chantilly cream today, which is just a flavored cream basically. It sounds very fancy, but it's really simple. Into that, I'm just gonna add a couple drops of the vanilla essence. Okay, so that's semi-whipped. I'm gonna add a little bit of sugars into it. All right, so while that's happening, I'm gonna grate some of this guy.
Yep.
It's just some lemon zest goes into there just to flavor it a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Go for it.
Okay, thank you. So good. The flavor, oh my gosh, that apple mix is unbelievable.
So today I'm doing a Thai style sausage roll. So really Southeast Asian flavors. Very simple though. It's all gonna go into that machine. It's gonna be yum, absolutely yum. All right, to get started. Onion. We're gonna be using, I think, the food processor today too, aren't we?
Yeah, so the food processor I have discovered since being home in isolation is a saving grace in my family.
Yep.
Being home with a toddler, I've been trying to get as many vegetables into our food as we can, but she is super picky. So the food processor, it chops, it slices, it dices, it hides it all for me. It has been the most welcome part of my family kitchen at the moment.
Lovely. All right, well, let's use it. I've got some onions here for you. I've just quartered. Okay. That's gonna go straight in.
We're gonna pop that in there. And
there we go.
look how quick that is.
I know, so fast.
That is amazing. Do you know how much longer I would be sitting there with my box grater?
Could you grab that out and put the mixer blade in?
Sure.
Perfect. All right, so I've got some bacon here. That's gonna go into there. I've finally chopped it, so it's ready to go. I've got some mint as well. That's for you. While that's happening, some curry. We're just gonna chop some of this guy off. So this is kind of where the flavoring starts for all the Thai-inspired herbs and spices. All right, so I'm gonna give this to you, a little bit of ginger. You can just grate that straight into there for me. Sure. I've got some macarach lime leaves. I'm just gonna give that a little bit of a choppy. All right, we've got some lime leaves here, some coriander, spring onion. That's gonna get chopped up and thrown through as well. All right, so that's all of our kind of flavorings herbs-wise.
My husband would be so proud seeing me cooking.
All right, so I've got about 2 tablespoons of fish sauce in there, soy sauce, about 1.5 tablespoons. That's for saltiness. If you don't like it hot, don't add the chili sauce in. But I love it a little bit spicy, so another about 2 tablespoons white pepper. Again, spice.
There's barely anything you have to clean up after this because it's all there.
Oh, yeah.
Garlic.
Yeah, granules of garlic. I don't think people use it enough in their cooking.
Brilliant.
All done. All we need to do now is whiz that up, get it really well incorporated. So at that point, everything's really nice incorporated now. Now what I'm looking at is how wet the mixture is. I'm gonna add my binding agent. In this case, it'll be an egg.
Okay.
And then some breadcrumbs. So the breadcrumbs soaks up all the moisture and helps combine.
Yep.
We're gonna go 1, 2, so that's 1/2 cup. We'll start with 1/2 cup and see how that goes. Gorgeous. All right, well that's ready to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna cook it off on a little stove.
Okay.
Just to make sure that the meat is cooked through. And then we're gonna pop some puff pastry into here.
Yep.
Fill it, close it, cook it. ready.
Brilliant. And just on a side note, so we use 2 blades at the moment to do this. How cute's this? There's this little drawer and it contains all of the other little blades and accessories. So this thing can literally do almost anything in your kitchen.
That's actually a game changer because I lose all those blades all the time. So we're just going to cook that until it cooks through. It'll take about 7 or 8 minutes. I'll grab out the puff.
Okay.
I'm going to spoon in my sausage roll mixture. I always overfill. Okay, so that's looking pretty good to me. We're going to close this guy. Very simple. You see how I didn't really do anything there? Crack an egg for an egg wash. Brush him over the top just to make that pastry extra golden and beautiful. So I'm just topping the top with a little bit of sesame seeds because they get toasted and it becomes all beautiful and golden and nutty. All right.
So you said about 16 minutes?
16 minutes, we'll come back.
Brilliant.
Cool.
So my tip for today is getting your pantry organised and using things like these labels to help you declutter your space.
Okay, I think this is ready to go.
Okay, how are we looking?
So good.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I've chopped up some garnishes and things just to plate. Usually, I would recommend that you do wait for it to completely cool down. I never do. I never wait for anything to cool down because I just want to get ripped into it. I'm gonna slice this guy up, make it look like a sausage roll. Couple of sesame seeds just roasted over the top. All right, that's my Thai style sausage roll, made in the sausage roll maker.
Amazing.
Do you want to give it a go?
Amazing. Oh, can I?
Yeah, go for it. I'm letting you go first because I'm pretty sure that's going to be really hot.
Thanks a lot. Oh my gosh.
Is it hot?
Oh my gosh. This is top.
It's really hot. How are you doing that?
Little bites, Khanh, little bites. Seriously though, how did you get all that flavour in one thing?
Spices and herbs make all the difference. Super delicious, super simple, and so fast in the sausage roll maker.
This is sensational. Thank you. I have just acquired a new recipe for my book.
Thank you so much for having me. Give this a go at home, and thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, I'm Amy Taruli and I'm a Melbourne-based interior stylist. I have had so much fun over the last few weeks with the amazing team at Kmart, and tonight I'm really excited to host you their cooking masterclass. I have 2 very special guests with me tonight. I've got Khanh, who has prepared 2 beautiful recipes that you've just seen on your screen tonight, and Rosie Merola from our fantastic Kmart team. So tonight our chat function is closed, but if there are any questions that you'd like to ask, please send us a message through on Facebook and one of the team will get back to you as quick as we can. And don't worry, if you miss anything tonight or you'd love to go back and re-watch any of our masterclasses, they will be on the Kmart Masterclass website from tomorrow. So let's jump right into it and let's talk about that amazing apple pie. So Khanh, tell us, that apple pie recipe looked so delicious. What was the inspiration behind that?
So that apple pie recipe is super simple, so easy to do, but the inspiration behind it was actually McDonald's apple pies. When I saw the sausage roll maker, you know how obsessed I am with the sausage roll maker, I thought straight away, oh my God, I used to love eating these apple pies. So that's where that came from, but I just wanted to add a little bit of spice to it.
It looked absolutely delicious. And tell me, how do you think it performed in the sausage roll maker? Who would have thought to do a sweet dish in that appliance? That's fantastic.
Oh, so good. When it came out, it was beautiful. It's like filled to the brim. It's what you want when you're making apple pie. So loved that machine so much.
Yeah, the pastry was really crisp and crunchy, and it managed to capture all the flavour together all in one. It was amazing.
I was watching that video and my mouth was literally watering. It looked delicious. Now, Rosie, there were quite a few gadgets and appliances that we used here. Tell us about some of the other items that were in that class.
So the total hero for us was the sausage roll maker at such an affordable price at $29. We then had other items like the bench mixer in there, which did the cream right at the end. The other items were the set of 3 glass mixing bowls. So what we love about those is it's really easy to see what ingredients you've already prepped or what you might be missing before you even start cooking. And the last one that we were using in there was the saucepan. So we had a stainless steel saucepan that we used in that one, and it had the encapsulated aluminium base, which means that the heat distributes really evenly, and it gave that beautiful caramelized taste that we had coming through right at the end.
Yeah, when you want to make something that needs to be caramelized like an apple pie, you don't want to use a non-stick pan. You want to use a stainless steel. Yeah.
And what I thought was absolutely brilliant was the food processor. Who would have thought that you could save so much time chopping up everything straight away in that food processor? That was amazing.
Yeah, we love that food processor. I'm personally a huge fan for that because I've got a little one at home, and trying to get them to eat vegetables without them even realizing what they're eating is such a challenge. So the food processor has made my life super easy. And then there's some really clever little tips within that. So it's got that shelf right at the bottom that has all the bits and pieces. I love that because it means it doesn't go missing in my drawers. I know where they are all the time.
I am instantly thinking that's an amazing time-saving device. So Khanh, from your experience, what other things could we use that processor for?
Oh, there's so much that you can use that process for: slicing, dicing, everything, like everything. It's a lifesaver. It makes my job so much easier.
And it's even got the mixing function in there. So when we were doing the sausage roll, we put that mixing function in, and it meant that actually it did all the work for us. And the best thing was we did it all in one bowl. So then when you had to clean that at the end, it's just one bowl. It went straight from the bowl into the pan.
Yep.
And that sausage roll recipe looked beautiful. So what a handy tool to actually use the sausage roll maker to make your own sausage rolls at home.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm obsessed with the machine. I'm actually so obsessed with the sausage roll maker. I want to fill it with everything, like bananas with custard, like mac and cheese. How heaven would that be?
That'd be amazing.
Little bit of pinch of like pepper in there. Oh, so good. Like the possibilities are endless.
And Khanh, how do we know when to stop filling that sausage roll maker or our pastry? When is enough? When's enough?
It's never enough. But with the sausage roll maker, you can fill it up quite a little bit, just because the filling seems to kind of shrink when it's cooking. So don't be afraid to just fill it right to the brim, because you want it to be fully encapsulated. You don't want it to be hollow on the inside.
Yeah, fantastic. Now let's talk a little bit more about those delicious sausage rolls. So Khanh, you really put your own twist on them. Tell us about how we can incorporate some new flavours that we haven't tried before.
So sausage rolls, it's really all about your spicing and also the herbs. So little changes like adding the macarat lime leaves and the coriander and the sriracha, that kind of made it more Thai style. But if you want to go down Chinese, you can go lamb with cumin and Szechuan pepper. The flavors that you incorporate into your sausage roll mixture fully changes the flavor profile. So add different spices, add different herbs.
Fantastic. And Khanh, if you could only choose 3 flavors, what would you choose?
For sausage rolls, I would definitely the apple pie. That's heaven. Add a little bit of miso in there and to die for. Definitely the custard banana. Big fan of banana and custard. And I think I'm gonna have to say like baked beans.
Do you know what? As a mum, I think mac cheese, baked beans, what a great idea for some new fresh ideas for lunchtime. That's fantastic. And Rosie, what I loved is the organisation side of things that we saw in these videos. So those canisters with labels, they came in so many different shapes and sizes. They would be a lifesaver to really transform your pantry.
We do have such a great range of canisters and jars available at our stores, and they all start from $4. So you can really buy what you need to suit your space. For those that really like decanting and then labeling, it's a great time saver because you can see what you've got, what you're running low on, what you need to go and grab. So from the little small spice jars that you saw, all the way through to those bigger size jars, we're able to really decant your whole pantry if you want it, and it looks beautiful when you open it up and it's all that clear glass and natural woods coming through.
Fantastic. I'm already inspired. I think that's a great little tip that probably a lot of us can do and take on a little project while we're home. That's amazing. So I've got a question that's come in from Facebook. So tell us, with those cooking appliances and also the pots and pans, when we're using gas, particularly with the pots and pans, do the handles get hot, Rosie?
You do need to be careful with most pots and pans that you don't have it right over the heat. You need to kind of keep it to the side. So we would always recommend just being careful as you go. It will really depend on how long you've got it on the heat for as well.
Yeah, and I find that with all pots, if you've got a tea towel on hand, it's really helpful. It's just like nice practice to always have a tea towel over your pots as well, just so it's really safe.
Fantastic. Now, Khanh, you are now an author. You can add that to your repertoire. Tell us about your new book. So that's in stores now at Kmart.
Oh, you mean this book? Okay, guys, Guide to Life, Love Food. There's one here, there's a couple more there. They're in every Kmart store, which I'm very, very happy about. The book is a cookbook that I've written to be cooked out of. So the chapters have to do with my life, so family, friends, dating, breakups, basics, but it's not a cookbook to sit on your mantle. It's a cookbook that's supposed to be quite comforting. It's supposed to be easy and approachable. So all the recipes should be actually cooked and not there just for looks.
And can I say, so I took that Thai sausage roll recipe home with me when we did it together. And I'm not an amazing cook by any means, but it was so simple for me to use and follow. And because there were so many spices and herbs, it really made it all come together. So I completely agree with what you said. This is a cookbook and recipes that you can really use in your home.
Yeah, definitely.
So in your book, Khanh, we will be able to find that sausage roll recipe, which is amazing. And tell me, do you have another favourite recipe from the book?
I don't think I can choose a recipe. It's like choosing a child, even though I don't have children, so I don't know how that feels like. But for me, chapter-wise, my first chapter with my family, all-round family recipes, is my favourite chapter because it's just something I've grown up with. It's food that's nostalgic to me.
Fantastic, Khanh. And what do you think really elevates a dish? What helps to really kind of make it special?
Kind of how much you enjoy cooking it and the love that you put into it. I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but I find that if I'm making a recipe that I don't love, it doesn't come across as delicious. You know what I mean? Like the more that you love a recipe, the more that you're into the cooking aspect of it, is the more that the person you're cooking for will enjoy it.
Fantastic. And we've got another question through regarding any of the recipes that you've seen tonight. So they will be available to view on Friday on the Masterclass website. Now, thank you so much, guys, for being involved in our chat today. We had so much fun with all these recipes, and I'm sure we've filled everyone's homes with a lot of cooking inspiration. And I think in Khan's book, there's so many great recipes that you can get the kids involved in too. There's lots of great advice in there, and we've had a lot of fun putting it together for you. So thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been great. If there are any more questions, make sure you jump onto our Facebook page and we'll be able to answer those as quick as we can.